Hi, my name is Bart Van Rooyen, and I am the Bishop of the Diocese of Corner Brook and Labrador. And a little while ago, I started this teaching series, and I'll be covering various topics, but I wanted to start with a Mass, and beginning with that question that we've all asked, why do we go to Mass, or why should we go to Mass? And at first, I asked you to look at your own reasons, and maybe even if those reasons um, are few, maybe to take some time to reflect and maybe look at it once again. And then I started talking last week about God's reason for gathering us. And God's reason is based on love, because God is love. And so whatever He does in order to show His love for us, as well as call forth love from us. And it's not just love of God, otherwise, we get focused simply on my relationship with God at Mass, but it's also love of neighbor. That when we come together, it's not that we come together just simply as individuals, each having our own needs and reasons for being there, but indeed that we come together as a community. And it is God who longs to make us one in worship, one in listening, one in being nourished, but also one in action and one in fact, insofar as that we have a genuine concern for the person who sits next to us and in front of us or behind us. Meaning that God is trying to build up His church. And we see evidence of this with Jesus and His apostles. We see how the apostles had all kinds of personal motivations. Each one had their own reasons for being there, and at times were promoting themselves and wanting the better place. And we see how Jesus is constantly trying to reconcile them with one another, that indeed He is trying to build community among them. And that requires forgiveness, that requires self-sacrifice, that requires service, that requires that often it requires a give and take on our part. And it is this school of love that indeed personifies the parish and also the Mass. That it is there that, yes, we come into the love of God being made manifest for us in word and sacrament, and we are called into love for one another. Even the one who frustrates us, even the one that we grow impatient with, even the one who might get on our nerves. There is a lesson there and a call there that we sometimes do not always want to heed, and yet it's God's promptings. Some give up on community, say, well, I can better stay at home and pray, more silence and not interrupted. But that's not the point. The point is that indeed we come together and pray, we show reverence to our God, and yet at the same time we are brought into the company of one another, one another's concerns, one another's needs, and the building up of the entire community. And so I would suggest that God changes our motivation, meaning that He has an overarching one that indeed helps us to look again at the delicacy of living in community, be it family, be it parish, be it a town or a neighborhood, that it is God who's trying to form us into a people and form us into His love. Thank you for joining us, and we'll move on with other considerations next week. Thank you.